Aries, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the messages for you today. These are general message for Aries and Arian energy, so take them as they resonate and leave them if they don't. If you are new to me in the channel, please be aware I do not sugarcoat my messages. I have no filter. I just read how I read. And I'm always very respectful of the fact that that might not be your thing. You might have kids around or just might not appreciate that kind of a reading. So if that's the case, you could sign off now. Otherwise, we are totally getting into this for February 2021 for Aries. So Spirit, please, what is going on with Aries and Arian energy for February? What is going on with Aries and Arian energy for 2021? What is going on? Okay. What else? I'm actually not feeling really good about that energy. Aries, what is going on? What is going on? Give me more, Spirit. Honestly, Aries, I'm calling it like I see it. Someone's fucking up. That's just my opinion. Someone's fucking up. We're talking about masculine energy, Emperor on top, 3 of coins on the bottom. This is about putting the final stone in a commitment or soul contract you have with someone. And it has to do with the Emperor calling shots and possibly being in the dark, because this is not an Emperor who sees the light. This is an Emperor who has the dark behind him. So, and he's trying, it's almost like he's trying to wield this sun, but it's not really glowing. Like he's got a sun on his chest plate. You can see the authentic sun on his chest plate, but it's half covered, and this is not glowing as bright as it probably could be. Now, the reason for this, we have the 2 of coins in the back face, clarified by the Page of Cups in the reverse, and I believe that you are putting on a show. With this energy, you are putting on a show for 2 different crowds. It's juggling. It's literally juggling, and you want everybody to believe something. You're putting on a show. It's some kind of entertaining charade is the way that I'm getting it, and you are not sorry about this. I think you have no apology, or I'm hearing sympathy. You have no apology or sympathy. I think you are definitely, especially with the King of Wands in the reverse, this is a player energy. This is a non-committal king. This is someone who is lost in their arrogance, lost in their head, only concerned about themselves to a detrimental position. And with the 10 of Wands under it, I'm almost getting this feeling of leaving everything you actually stand for behind. Like the statue of yourself, the part of you that is solid, you're leaving it behind because there's just maybe too many other burdens you're carrying right now, and you are unapologetically not focusing on anybody but yourself, which is why you're putting on a show for 2 completely different crowds. One person's over here, one person's over here. I think you've lost your moral compass. honest to God. That's what this feels like. That's... Aries, I feel like you lost your way. I feel like, and it doesn't get any better, the Four of Cups clarified by the World in the reverse. You're missing a major opportunity, focused on way too many spilled cups. And I think that might be the problem. Like, you're mentally and spiritually in soul completely drained out and lost. I feel like you've lost your light. I feel like you've lost the best parts of yourself, or your ability to give the best part of yourself, to give your soul fire, to give your leader, you know, own my life and take charge with what I believe in mentality. I think that has been completely drained from you. I think you're missing a very beautiful opportunity, focusing on way too much emotional loss in the past. And I think that, you know, any of these cycles that end up closing, they're going to close with a sting, or you're leaving too many things open, or you're leaving someone behind, or you're not seeing the value of them that they are, because they're the world and you're not seeing it. This is the first and only feminine on all of the cards. And she's in the back face, and I feel like you might have just turned your back on this person. And even sitting here, looking at it from here, it's almost like a mirror. It's almost like a gateway, a portal, a doorway to a whole new world. And everything else is just kind of... I feel like you're fucking blowing the opportunity. Because whatever you're juggling, I feel like something is really worth it. And it might be neither of these two crowds. This might be work and a social life. It might be, you know, two different people. It could be family and something else. Like, but whatever you're doing, you're focusing on two things and juggling your energy between them. You've got nothing left for yourself. You've completely detached from what your soul wants to commit to in its truth. And you're missing opportunities. I think you're missing opportunities. I think you might even be beating around the bush with this crab in the card, because crabs are passive aggressive. So it's like, I'll answer you, but not quite answer you, you know, or if I give you the answer, it's only half truth. The other half is missing. And to be completely fair, if it's not the whole truth, it's a lie. Because leaving out information or leaving out the truth in any way doesn't actually allow another individual the respect to make their own highest good choices, because they don't have all the information. If they don't know why you're spiritually drained, or why you have lost your way, why you can't commit to the idea of being in your light, maybe because the last time you were in it, it was painful, or last time you gave too much of your heart and soul to something, it was painful. Like, they need to know those things, like an actual real discussion, because just being a fucking dick, which is what the King of Wands in the reverse is, he's a fucking asshole. You're being perceived as an asshole. And to be fair, I think that's a fair assessment, right? With whoever is perceiving you. I think that you're being an asshole to yourself by denying whatever this opportunity is. And it's because you're emotionally knocked off, you know? It's almost like your inner child doesn't know what the fuck to do with all of the losses it's taken. And you're missing an opportunity for someone very beautiful who is walking away from you, right? Back to you. They're walking away, they're going through the portal, they're going into the light, they're receiving the sun energy. They're going to end up, I feel like they will end up finding or meeting someone else. And by the time you realize what the fuck you lost, the missed opportunity, by the time you realize what the fuck you lost, that cycle's going to close with a sting. Because this has the snake wrapped around the portal, and it's literally eating itself. It's the wounding, right? It's the wounding that I think you're moving in a place to where, you know, if you're already in an upset state, you're manifesting more. Like attracts like. If you're in a bullshit state where you hate everything and don't care, then everything in your life is going to continue to manifest in alongside that alignment. Right? You've got to snap back into it and realize that just because people have hurt you, or just because people have failed you, or just because your love was wasted or lost, does not mean it didn't serve a purpose at the time. And you can't lose yourself, and you can't lose your spark and your passion and your ability to commit and create opportunities that are beautiful. You can't miss beautiful golden opportunities to seal off the karmic bullshit that has hurt you for so long by ignoring it and choosing to stay in it. Right? If you want to get out of painful cycles, then you have to put the painful cycles from the past behind you and allow yourself to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and move forward. You can't keep juggling. You can't keep putting on a show. You can't just be the entertaining person who feels empty inside, who's being a dick to people that matter, right? But then we get the Four of Swords. This is at the back face. This is knowing that your whole world is burning down around you and you just want to retreat. Everything is falling apart. And it's because of being in this energy. You have to understand that in advance. It was just 11:22 on the timer. You got to master the self and start co-creating with the universe. You've got to get on board with your energy. If your whole world is crashing down and you just want to retreat and not talk to anybody because it's too much, you need to get in touch with the one person that gives equal with you. The Six of Coin and the Ace of Coin. In these phases, you need to get in touch with the person who's aligned with you. The person who you feel star-crossed with, the person you know that despite all other shit, you have a connection with them that you might not be able to explain. You just kind of feel like they get you. You just feel like they understand. Even if you don't know them that well. Whoever this is. Whoever the world is. Beautiful soul. They're aligned with you. They will give equal energy exchange with you. And I think maybe you've been giving and giving to others and putting on this show for so long that you're this or you're that, or you're trying to project that you're this or project that you're that. You know, it's almost like you gotta give up. You gotta give it up. You gotta let yourself just be yourself and allow yourself to be acceptable and give the best of yourself to a person who also equally gives the best of themselves forward. And I think you know who this is, and I think you know it would be a naturally beautiful beginning. This is not a conditional love with structure, a conditional beginning that is structured. This is an unconditional beginning in the reality that is beautiful and flourishing and natural. It feels natural. It feels aligned. It feels like it's meant to be. And maybe a part of you has thought about it. Maybe a part of you has questioned whether or not this person is or isn't. But you're just not there right now. You know, you just can't even think about that right now. You don't even want to go there right now. And it's like, listen, bruh. Listen. Or listen, sis, right? Listen, sis. We're talking about divine masculine energy. You don't have to be a man to understand that. This is about your choices and the ability to make choices, because at the end of the day, you got to commit to the last piece. I don't know if you just heard the ding go off, but the ding just definitely went off. It's like you got to commit to the last piece. Your happiness, your completion, your sacred space in your life. You can't keep your own masculine energy in the dark and not glow the way you're supposed to. You can't make excuses not to love people because you're still upset over past losses. You're missing out. And being in that garbage energy is literally going to create ruin all around in your experience. And you're just going to feel old and tired and beat. Not worth. Not worth. There's a beautiful heart in your reality that I think you need to focus on, really, because when I put the card back down, I put it back face up. You got to focus on this, or they're going to be the opportunity that you miss. They're going to be the opportunity that you miss, and you will absolutely fucking kick yourself for it later. I promise you. I promise you. That energy is fucking real. So, Spirit, what is the guiding action card? This is my Whispers of Love deck. What is the guidance card as a loving action that Aryan energy can take forward? Yeah, treasure your loved ones. Treasure the people that you just connect with, right? If you need help, ask for help. This is true love. This is true love. If you need help healing, if you feel like you can't take these burdens anymore, if you can't keep putting on this fucking show, this act that you're okay when you're not, you need fucking help, you ask. Because if you can treasure them and respect them and be vulnerable with them and take the help, they will be more than glad to help you. More than glad to help you. This is particularly important if you have a natal Mars and Aries that Chiron is hitting right now, right? Because Chiron's in Aries, and it's causing this whole victim mentality, and it's affecting our passions, right? Especially with the Emperor on top and the King of Wands here. You know, this is understanding how these aspects play into your chart. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. If you need someone fresh to love you, who you feel connected with, who's the kind of person that you know if you were to get involved with them, you'd be wanting to write fucking poetry, you know, or wanting to write songs, or wanting to, you know, curl up and cuddle and go mushy, like, go get it. Because this one is, I feel like whoever this one is, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. Don't miss this one. I don't care how many times you've fucking been hurt, how many times that cup of love has been rejected or knocked over and spilled. This is the one you don't miss. This is the one you don't miss. All right? So until next time, everybody, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Take care, everyone. Bye.